Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this healing space. Welcome to True. Today, I am going to do a little spread, oracle card, and a little bit of healing. So, basically, 3 parts. I meditated on the deck, I shuffled them and drew 3 cards for the collective, and I also drew an oracle card from the Kali oracle deck. And this is because I sensed, well, my energy is the highest when I am in my meditative state and I pray and meditate on messages for the collective. So I feel I am more attuned to the collective energy of what messages need to come, what healing needs to come through, and what the collective that's tuning into this reading, to this session, is actually experiencing. The highest frequency I resonate and I can connect with during my meditation. So sometimes I like to do that during my meditation instead of shuffling and drawing, while I'm talking to the collective on camera, because my intention is to get the most resonant energy that holds you, offers spaces to heal. And so today I got from the tarot deck the Heart Chakra, the Mediterranean. Well, the sequence of this is the Heart Chakra came in the space of what is the highest energy that's available, and what is supporting the energy, what is supporting the current energy for the collective. And in the third place, I had the intention of drawing what is the larger goal that the collective and the seeker and the viewer is heading towards. So of course we drew the Heart Chakra, the material and spiritual prosperity, and leading up to destiny. So of course the first and the third card, these are the major arcana, and this is from the physical with the red border. This is the minor arcana, which draws from the physical reality. So that is the spread that I drew from that oracle. And then from the Kali oracle, the energy I sensed very powerfully, leading up to my meditation, before or even during the meditation, is a very, very powerful shift. And as I said in my last video, these sessions are going to resonate the best with very deep seekers. What that means is you have been on this journey for a while, you have been working with deep psychological concepts, deep shadows within you, have been through multiple episodes of twist in life, episodes of starts, endings, beginnings, endings, disruptions, even, what feels like dark night of the soul, death, rebirth. You have been on this journey for a while. So everything that we talk here or channel here are already resonating with you. So this is not predictive. This is not like you should know what is going to happen to you and I'm forecasting it. That is not the nature of the sessions. This will resonate with you. That means you know where you are, and you come to this space just to receive more confirmation, receive more resonance, receive more healing messages that is out there for the collective to receive, and to know that you're not alone going through this, but there is a universal energy supporting you at this point, with these energies. So clearly from the last reading and coming on to today's the powerful shift I experienced in order to do this reading and offer this to the collective, I wanted to draw on the Kali Oracle, and I received this blue Tara. That's because Kali is the goddess energy. It's the powerful feminine divine energy who represents endings, who represents death. And if you equate this to shamanism, it'll be what we call as soul retrieval in order to go into our next journey. So Kali as a goddess energy represents the destruction of what must die, and this death is symbolic, it is powerful, and she only comes to those souls who have moved through powerful journeys, who have reached to the points of surrender without fear, who have been working with their deeply held fears to that extent that her appearance in all forms do not create additional fear or wanting to run away from the journey. So she appears to those. And if you are listening to this, if you are watching this, you definitely are someone on that path. And if none of these words or messages or visuals resonate and you're trying hard to see where it fits, then this probably is not where you are in the journey. So I would definitely recommend to switch this off and go on to watch or resonate with other readers or other mediums available to you. Because what it does is, if your soul hasn't traveled to these points on naturally, then connecting to energies who basically the Kali energy or ending and beginnings might just create terrors in you, fears in you, which are not naturally unearthing, where you are not naturally reached. And that is not helpful, that is not productive to continue with your shadow journey, which is not productive to basically go on to the next phase in terms of a rebirth, because it has unearthed something in you which is now staring at your, it has come to your consciousness, which is staring at you to do the work, and you have not naturally reached there. So that's my reason behind asking for deep resonance when you watch, and not predictive, not trying to force, but just allow a natural like vibrational match with what you are going to watch here. So of course, the heart energy, when I was meditating and drawing that, the energy that came as where you are at, excuse me, so the throat chakra, something might be resonating with you in terms of what is rising from your kundalini, from your base chakra, from your sacral up. Sometimes all this clearing will come up as a clearing that needs to happen at your solar plexus, at your throat, basically to speak your truth to yourself, to the world, to what do you want to stand as. So a lot of time the clearing of the throat chakra may just come because of this clearing that's happening at the lower chakras. But we received the heart chakra, but I did sense a lot of these heart chakra energies is now coming for balancing the higher chakras of the intuitive, the crown chakra messages, the third eye chakras that we are receiving, coming down to the heart energy to be balanced with our physical world. So basically, it is the culminating point of what is happening in our physical reality with what is happening in our spiritual reality. So the matching or the meeting point of the spirituality with the humanity of our worlds. And that balancing happens in the middle chakra, which is the heart chakra. And that's the energy we got, of course, signified by the heart chakra with the green energy. And there is also the continuation of the green energy in the entire spread of, what is supporting as an energy and what is the larger purpose we are achieving through our current energy and what our supportive energy. So, material and spiritual prosperity, and we can see this figure, which is a male figure, standing there and looking at the nature's abundance, the elemental abundance surrounding him. And the posture of the figure over there is firm foundation, is standing tall. It's the journey that you have traveled to achieve your current status. It is built on such deep, firm, earth-based foundations because you have learned your lessons. You have been working deeply within you to reach here. So the fears of the external fluctuations are almost negligible here at this point when you receive your material and spiritual prosperity, because you have worked hard, not just in your external world, but in your internal world, to conquer, to go through, to sit with your fears, to sit with what is hidden, and transmute all your shadows, all your unknowns into knowns, into desires, into confidence, into willpower, into faith, into collaboration with your ecosystem, to manifest this now in your physical world. So that is the supportive energy. And what we have, I also am just amazed with the 4, 6, and 10. It's the progression of what is the current energy, what is supporting us, and where we are heading as our ultimate number 10, destiny. So this is basically telling you that your energy is what you're sitting with right now, and what is supporting you and where you are heading is the deepest journey of your highest timeline that you have made. And because I was meditating to bring on what is the ending energy, what is the new energy, what is supportive on the Kali energy, what it told me is this is the beginning of a new journey. This something has ended, and that did not come across in this spread, in this reading, so we are not going to dwell on that. We are going to dwell on what is coming, where you are now, where you are heading. And the deepest journey, even the Kali energy that came forward, is of her in her blue Tara avatar, blue Tara form, which is because Kali is available to us, or she basically meets us when our souls are ready in all her forms, and many of her forms are of deep destruction. That means she rises within us and in our world to destroy the ego self, the fears, the holding on to former selves, former energy forms that have now died. So she appears in those forms as well. But this form of her, today, when she came in the blue Tara form. This is her form of peace. This is her form of being the well coiled, the hair in place, the ornaments in place, the blue color that reflects her serenity and not her, where she needs to get into our lives to destroy parts that we are holding on out of fear. What she represents here are the lotus, the green, the yellow, the orange, all signs of growth, stability, peace, and her form, what she says, sit pretty, sit beautiful, relish the grace that you are experiencing now, which actually tells the story of what we drew in the deck preceding that there is a lot of heart energy available right now. That's where we are operating from. What is speaking to our heart? What are the heart desires that are manifesting, or which have become clear now since we have ended, or we have completed cycles, lifetimes, right? So the new beginnings are heart-based. They are also reflecting in our physical reality, and this all this is towards a very divinely ordained destiny, which has sacred ecosystems, all the 8 sisters there or 7 sisters there, with a lot of divine synchronicity, the creative flower there, and heart energy again here, where the sacred ecosystem is heart based, and heart based sacred ecosystems are basically where we are not competing with others, we are not fearful of others, we are not jealous of others. We have traveled such a deep journey to know what is uniquely our fragrance, what is our unique gift, what is our unique fragrance, what has been our unique path, even when they included the darkest of nights, deepest of challenges, that has been uniquely ours. And when you go that deep in your journey, your reference always is internal, because you are no longer looking at the external others or situations and getting either fearful or lustful or competitive or jealous or any kind of energy which is not based on a deep personal conviction, deep personal faith, love, and a sense of unity that when I have walked this path of consciousness, so are the others. So if our paths have crossed and they have created challenge for me, it is also because they are working their paths. So if it is not resonant, if there is a dissonance, I walk away from it, but with a sense of forgiveness, with a sense of understanding, with a sense of discernment, instead of judgment, instead of feeling betrayed, instead of feeling vengeful, and all the other emotions that arise in us when we are hurt, when we are excluded, when we are not given our due, or when we are deprived of what is rightfully ours. So it is natural to go through the progression or the whole range of emotions, but our victory is in basically staying with the higher emotion, or the emotion that is in light consciousness instead of the dark consciousness, which is the first emotion that arises is of anger, is of vengeance, is of shutting down. And then we reach the point by working with ourselves and having our divine connection about the unity consciousness, that everyone is walking their path and it all is part of a bigger design, and people, situations are serving as our teachers, as our challengers, to lead us to our most powerful selves. And that in that power we claim our paths, in that power we have created our firm foundation. And all this is not just esoteric, all this is just not spiritual. It also then becomes our manifested reality, which is the middle card is saying that the energy that's supporting or obstructing us, and in our case today we receive material and spiritual prosperity. This is the merging of our knowing of our spiritual energy in our physical world, and which is part of our higher destiny. It's a beautiful and powerful spread, and I am so blessed and so pleased to receive this for the collective, that the Kali energy is not one of those energies where we are at the beginning of a journey in terms of needing to look and destroy a lot of ego-held selves in us, but one where we have reached some level of peace, serenity. So I'm going to actually read the affirmation and the prayer that is associated with this card, so that you can receive a little more healing and the divine mother, divine goddess energy. So let's close our eyes if you want to. Blue Tara, sweet mother of peace, now bestows her gifts of clarity, peace, and the power to overcome any negative condition. Just as the beautiful lotus grows from muddied waters, so too shall you rise, shall you arise from confusion, difficult circumstances, and heavy energies into sacred blossoming. If you feel held back or slowed down by your circumstances, remember that your soul has the ability to process all experiences and become stronger, not weaker, through doing so. This oracle indicates healing and a positive prediction for a peaceful future. Wow, this is so, so beautiful. Um, I'm just kind of feeling the bliss myself as I channel this for the collective. It also, I actually retained this deck when I was shuffling during my meditation. The base of the deck came with the disruption, which is a major arcana, in the reverse position, which basically was telling me the story. And before even I went to this other deck of the oracle card, that the disruption in the lives of the viewer is now over and the peaceful energy has prevailed. So my heart becomes full and sends you a lot of healing energies, warm hugs, and just to say that